Hey folks, it is Haley. Welcome back to my channel if this is your first time, and welcome. I said that backwards. Welcome if this is your first time to my channel, and welcome back if you're coming back for more. So if you have watched any of my last couple videos, I've been talking about the Kickstarter campaign that I plan to launch this summer. I'm hoping for June 1st. That is my 30th birthday. Seems like a great time to kind of put this out into the world. And so I'm kind of just tracking some of the processes that it takes to create a deck from start to finish as an independent creator. There's not a whole lot of content out there, at least like just super available for other creators, and so I'm doing it for y'all. I'm doing it for myself to be able to check back a year from now and see just the progress that I've made and where it started and what it became. And I'm also doing it for potential backers. I know I love like some behind the scenes moments, and so I just wanted to like include that in my campaign, kind of show the ways that let me low power mode close every time I record, my phone gives me the low power mode. Okay, are we back in action? Okay, it's not like the best. It's not the best, but I think it's okay. I don't want too much of a glare, Okay. But yeah, I like seeing some behind the scenes stuff, and I just want to include that and kind of show how this deck came to be. So I thought it'd be fun if we just worked on a card, kind of see my process. So let's open her up. I already pulled up a new document. I have this as like a tarot size. I set my background to this warm off-white that I'm using, and then put my canvas, like my drawing assist, on to give me kind of the frame, to make sure all my sizing for my letters is all set and good. Let me zoom in just a little bit for ya. Okay, and sorry if my right hand crosses over a bunch, but okay, so let's just take a quick look back at kind of where I'm at. I have some backing options. That's going to be a whole other video because I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. And then you can kind of see what I'm going for. So again, I have like half of the deck is going to be, so 30 cards will be with this soft black background. And that's going to be like my roots cards, or kind of like think in the shadow, reflective, healing. And then the other half will be in this warm off-white color. And those will be my blooms cards. So think in the light, encouraging, growth, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, why don't we make a blooms card? Again, I went ahead and already set my color. I have my soft black over here, and then I'm using the monoline brush at my lowest setting that I have saved over here. So we're going to be doing this: validate yourself before seeking it elsewhere. Okay, so why don't we just jump right in. When I'm thinking about what I want to do, I kind of think of like the main words that I want to pop. So I think like validate, maybe even validate yourself, will be in like a script before seeking it, and then elsewhere will be in like a more artistic, and validate yourself. Okay, so yeah, I start on like one layer. I like to get up in here, and let's do, I'm thinking kind of like just long letters. think that's such a powerful statement too. I feel like we're always kind of in search for validation from like our partners, our friends, our parents. And we forget that validating ourselves is like where it's most meaningful, I feel, where it's most potent. Where do I want to? We'll start with that. And then I move it to the center. I just like find the center point and move that green into the center. Now I know it's centered. Okay. And then I'll do a new layer. But yeah, that's something that I've constantly kind of have to work on. Just remembering to validate myself first. And then go from there, see what else can like enhance that validation, but not trying to find it from someone else, you know? Because then if you do that, like you're always in search for it from someone else. When again, it's most meaningful when it comes from you. Okay, yourself. And so this is like, it's centered because I've ran off both sides of the page, but it's not centered because more of yourself is like this way. So I like to get in pretty much there. There feels about even. And then I'll come back and finish that up and then clean her off. Okay. Validate yourself. And then we'll go just regular print here. I haven't figured out how I like my K's yet. K's are one of those letters that kind of always get me. K's and R's. Seeking. And then elsewhere. I kind of feel like it needs to be almost like blocky and kind of whoopty, kind of discombobulated. So why don't we do, this is just like my rough draft. So it's definitely too big. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna do it a little bit like a chaotic. I'm kind of like trying to go after the feeling of like, you can't count on it, right? Like, if you catch it, that's nice, but you can't count on catching it. You can't count on getting validation from anywhere, from anywhere else, you know? And resize, and then I'll merge those because I like at least the base. I like the base of that, except I don't like this. Okay. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to throw some like thickness onto some of this. Give it just a little bit of a pop. Oh, we'll go ahead and merge that. We'll get what we can here. It gets tricky. Okay. And, you know, I'll come back to these, of course. This is getting me at like a good place to really start, and then I can always come back and fine tune, you know. And then I kind of like the yourself soft like that. But I feel like I want, okay, let's move you before seeking it. We'll group and bring down. I kind of want to put like a boundary around the yourself. Okay. So maybe I'll do no, I don't love that. I think we're just gonna stick with the monoline. Maybe I'll even go thicker. Let's see. like that takes away. Maybe just on the bottom. Nah. Okay. Let's leave it here for now. Let's turn that off. And get an idea. And then I also like to kind of look at it next to some other cards. Yeah. Fun. Okay. I think that's a good start for that card. And again, I can always go back and kind of fix up what I'm feeling about it. I already see a couple down here that I'm like, yeah, that'll probably get, you know, changed up, but I feel like my handwriting switched at some point too. Like these feel a lot softer. And these feel a bit more like sharp. Interesting. Okay. I hope my head hasn't been in the way this whole time. Well, thanks for sitting and playing with me. I plan to do this a couple more times and kind of just show a couple other processes, like while I create the box, while I do the guidebook, all that good stuff. But thanks for hanging out. Bye, y'all.